Revelation 3197. From the 23rd of July 1944. Spiritual decline also has a detrimental earthly effect. A spiritual flattening of people will always have a detrimental effect on earth, for even if people only strive for earthly goods and material successes and thus try to improve their earthly well-being, God nevertheless sets a limit for them by causing them to lose earthly goods through strokes of fate just as much as they strive for them. For God seeks to seize them where they are most sensitive in order to raise the spiritual low again. The spiritual decline is by no means easy to accept. After all, it hastens the end of creation, and therefore God still seeks to stop this decline. He seeks to persuade people to return. He seeks to induce them to strive spiritually, and the means he uses are earthly hardship and suffering of all kinds. So God allows people's possessions to be destroyed, although he never gave the order for such action. Consequently, earthly living conditions will be correspondingly more difficult and ultimately end in chaos, and people themselves are the cause of this, even if they do not want to and cannot comprehend it earthly. Yet on serious reflection they have to admit the correctness of these words. They have to consider that they have no contact with God and therefore cannot help for salvation either, because they live entirely without love and close themselves off to all spiritual instruction. And they must admit that this is a spiritual regression. But then they will also make an effort to change their present state, and with this will their earthly adversity will also decrease. For God requires nothing more of people than that they love each other and refrain from everything which causes harm to their fellow human beings. They must change from the state of indifference into the state of serious striving. Then earthly adversity, which only has the purpose of changing people's attitude, will subside. Otherwise total destruction will forcibly point people to divine will, which people ignore so that they will have to suffer for it. Amen.